13 movies with unexpected plots that are worth watching. This movie tells the story of couples that take part in game night quests every weekend. But everything changes when the brother of the main character gets kidnapped right in front of the other characters. This movie is an adaptation of Peter Ackroyd's book, Dan Leno and the Limehouse Golem. The film takes place in Victorian London, where a girl is unfairly convicted of a string of murders. But is this all true? An inspector from Scotland Yard has a hard time solving this case, and so will you. This movie is a classic psychological thriller about a single mother who is a psychiatrist studying dissociative identity disorders. This movie is based on an event that happened back in the 60s. The Magdalen Asylum in Ireland was a place where girls were forced to work almost 247 and were beaten and humiliated. In 1990 in Minnesota, Detective Bruce Kinner investigated the sexual abuse of a girl named Angela. The crime was allegedly committed by her father, who claims to remember nothing. The movie is an adaptation of Joseph Finder's book, Paranoia. The story is about Adam Cassidy, a 26-year-old low-level employee at a high-tech corporation who hates his job. However, it's not all that simple, and after the main character makes the biggest mistake of his life, everything changes for him. A young girl was murdered and the case was investigated by two policemen who happened to be brothers. This may seem like a trivial story, but the investigation leads the characters to completely different conclusions, revealing other murders they weren't supposed to know about. This is a story of a writer who is somewhat of a loser named Paul, portrayed by Antonio Banderas. The movie is about the main character who lost hope about writing anything worthy until he finds inspiration in a place where others meet death. A son of a multimillionaire decides to marry a common girl. Of course, his family doesn't like his decision, and the growing tension soon becomes tragic for the young wife. The movie starts with the death of the main character. After a fight with her boyfriend, Christina Ricci's character has a car accident and finds herself in a funeral parlor. A professional burglar is assigned the task of stealing a legendary diamond that costs $40 million. In order to get close to it, he needs to deceive the girl who will estimate the price of the diamond. This film takes place in a small town full of scary secrets. Of course, nobody likes the weird guy in this town, but things aren't that simple. This is a political film starring the beautiful Jessica Chastain in the leading role. Elizabeth Sloan is a talented and successful lobbyist who is accused of using illegal lobbyism methods.